Hey guys, it is Wednesday, May 6th, and we're gonna go ahead and get ready to do our morning work. So we've got some of our traditional addition here. So remember, we've got our tens and our ones, and we always want to add our ones first. Now, this is a double, so 8 plus 8. I know that 8 plus 8 is 16. Well, if I think about 16, I know that I can break 16 into a 10 and a 6, okay? So that 10, I can make a shiny new stick of 10. And so that 10, I need to carry over here into my tens place because I have one 10, okay? Now the 6 ones that I have left over, I'm gonna keep over here in the ones place, okay? And so again, you can also think about it, if you cover that up, I know that 8 plus 8 is 16. Well, I have 6 ones and then there's my 10, okay? Then now I have 1 10 plus 1 10, and I know that that's 2 10s, so 18 plus 8 is going to be 26. So let's take a look at this one here. I have my 10s and my 1s, if that helps you. I'm going to add my 1s first. So I have 9 plus 5, that's 14. Well, if I think of 14, I can think of it as a 10 and a 4. Okay, so my 10 I'm going to bring over here. I have 1 10 that I'm putting over here. And then I have my 4 ones from the 14 down here in my ones place. So now I have 1 10 plus 2 10s, which gives me 3 10s. I'm gonna have you give the rest of them a try on your own. Remember, if the ones place doesn't add up to more than 9, you're not gonna need that box and you can cross it out or just leave it blank, okay? So in these two, they want you to show 2 different ways to make 80 cents using quarters, dimes, nickels, or pennies. So remember, here's your little cheat sheet for that. And so this is how you'll draw your coins with the letters inside. And then make sure you draw enough coins to add up to a value of 80 cents, but 2 different ways, okay? Now, circle the suffix. We just started learning about those yesterday in phonics, okay? So we have a root word or a base word and then the ending that is on there. Now, I will tell you right now, the endings they are using here are ER and EST. ER is an ending that you use if you are comparing 2 things. So Abraham is younger than Emmerich, okay? Now, EST is what you do if you are comparing more than 2 things. So, newest. My car is the newest car in the parking lot. So there maybe there's 10 cars in the parking lot. Well, mine's the newest. I'm comparing it to more than 2 things. Okay, I'm not comparing it to just one other, but more than one. So once we circle that ER, okay, then our base word or the root word is what we have in front of it, which would be young. Young, and then is the suffix. Here we have new, and then est is the suffix. So I'm gonna write new right there. So give these ones a try. Again, these are all ERs and ESTs, okay? So go ahead, circle that suffix, and then write the root word, or we can also call it the base word, okay? And then down here, you have the prettiest garden I've ever seen. And then we have yummiest, a fruit riper, with a period, it, when, the, little is, the, is, okay? When I look at these, I only see one word with a capital letter, which is the. So I know that that has to be my first word of the sentence, okay? So you'll go ahead and you'll try to unscramble the rest of those to make a sentence, okay? So I want you to go ahead, pause your video to do your work, and when we come back, we'll go over the answers. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and go over our answers. So up here, we had, in the ones place, 1 plus 7 was 8. So we didn't need to carry anything over. So we just bring down our 4, because it's just like 4 plus 0. So we have 48. 22 plus 9, 9 plus 2 is 11. We bring that 10 over here, we keep our 1 down there. And then 2 plus 1 10 plus 2 10s is 3 10s. So the answer is 31. Over here in our ones place, we have 6 plus 5. So I bring my 10 from there and carry it over. I leave my 1 in the ones place. Then I have 1 10 plus 3 10s is 4 10s. Okay, over here in my ones place, I have 0 plus 4. So I just put my 4 down here. I didn't have to carry anything. So then I just have my 3 plus nothing, which gives me 34. Okay, Two different ways to make 80 cents. The first way I did the easiest one, which is probably just 8 dimes. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Okay. Then over here, I did it with quarters. We have 25, 50, 75. And then I have a nickel to give 5 more to make 80. Okay. You might have a different way, but those are two of the simplest ways. Okay, so here we had to circle the suffixes and then write the root word, or also known as the base word. So here we had hardest. We circled the EST and we're left with hard. Okay, so hardest means of all, whatever they're talking about, one of them is the hardest or the most hard of all. Okay, higher, higher. This is when you're comparing two things. Okay, my kite is higher than yours. Take off the ER, we're left with high. Deeper, comparing two things. So take off the we have deep. And oldest, we're comparing more than two things. Take off that EST and we're left with old, okay? And then our sentence at the bottom. So the first sentence was, you have the prettiest garden I've ever seen. And then it says, the fruit is the yummiest when it is a little riper. I like fruit trees. I wish we had more on our property. So there you go. There's your answers for morning work 11.2, and that's for Wednesday, May 6th. Awesome job, everyone.